And it says that we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. I am working on free motion with quilting my build a quilt. Deb is here to keep me company and talk to whoever shows up. Whoever shows up. I think there's several
Yep.
channels that are on that are still live. Hey, Mona.
Yes. Um, Lynn at Soft Squares is on.
Yeah, there's several people on, and I know it's not going to be too much fun just watching me free motion quilt and hanging out, but we'll do the best we can for the hour or so that we're on. Who froze? Am I frozen?
You were.
Oh, I was. Oh,
Yep.
it. I may freeze from time to time because my grandson is playing, his game. And how are you doing today, Joe? Y'all want to come up? Joe, you want to come up? You want to just chat? Mona, Mona, you want to come up? I'll put the let me just drop the link. If y'all have any questions or she's in bed sick, her husband went live and then it froze. Oh, Lynn from Soft Squares?
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I knew she's been really sick.
A few other channels had technical difficulties. I think there's just technical difficulties all over the place. And if you were on Microsoft Word, you're working on a hexi quilt now. Joe, I didn't get to see I haven't had a chance to watch your video yet.
Oh, I watched it.
I saw it pop up. I was just busy today. I didn't even get to stay in the chat very long when you and Mona were on.
Well, Lynn and Marlon, they have a lot of problems with going live.
Who?
Lynn and Marlon from Soft Squares. Every week there's some kind of problem when they go live.
I'm wondering if it's just the area that they live in.
Well, she said that she thinks it's her phone.
Oh, it could be. And I'll see how well this does because I was telling Deb that my thread was shredding. And I think I might have received a bad bot. And I think I might have received. That sound like me.
It was you. I put the live on my phone from
Oh.
YouTube.
But we're all just good. I know that Donna was on, so
Mona says that the wall hanging looks bigger off the wall.
huh?
She said the wall hanging looks bigger off the wall.
Does it? It's just because it's plunked up here.
It's weird that nobody's here.
Well, Donna's on, and a lot of
Yeah,
people go to Donna's, and that's okay
yeah.
because I think we were discussing that, and Joe loves me, so she's here, but and Mona, but I think we were discussing. who froze too? Mona, who froze too? So we were discussing that after this month, after I do this series, I'm going to see.
Oh,
Hey,
Bernice
Bernice.
is here.
Hey, Bernice. I'm just going to find a time. Oh, Donna's live froze. Just find a time that might be a little bit earlier, but not, that works out just a little bit better. And
I think you just pick a time that's good for you.
huh?
I think you should just pick a time that's good for you, because everybody else goes on whenever somebody else is on. So
Yeah. Well, I talked to my husband, and we're just gonna have a chat here. I talked to my husband, and he's okay with doing like 6 o'clock or something, and waiting just a little bit for supper. Because as it is, I have to rush out and off of work and get something cooked. And
we eat earlier so I can be here.
huh?
We eat earlier so I can be here. Debbie!
Hey, Debbie. Yeah, it just and then with the grandson in the house, it makes a little bit of a difference too.
Yeah. Mona says everybody enjoyed Family Feud.
Huh?
Everybody enjoyed Family Feud.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that again. Gonna have to do that again.
Mona says that's why they make pizza, Lisa.
Hmm.
That's why they make pizza, Lisa.
I told you. Hi, Janet. I told you we don't have but Pizza Hut here. That's the only pizza place. That's the only pizza place. So on this here, I have to jump all the letters. Then trim it down. And y'all don't want to see the tree that I've been picking out.
Mona says DiGiorno.
Oh, my husband does not like the DiGiorno.
Get Tombstone and then add some more to it. I'm still trying to figure out when I would do a live.
Huh?
I'm still trying to figure out when I would do a live.
Anytime you want. You could do the Sunday at 7 live.
No.
And then I would just come on your channel.
No.
Nope.
No. I love Tombstone, Mona. I always get the pepperoni one, and then I add more pepperoni and more cheese.
My husband just doesn't like it.
He could eat it one time a week.
And
did you hear Kelly? He's out in the other room. He's yelling, mushroom.
huh?
Kelly's in the other room. He's yelling out, mushroom.
Oh, now I like just a mushroom black olive and cheese pizza.
Kelly loves just mushroom and cheese.
Yep. I'll eat just mushroom and cheese too.
Soup and grilled cheese. That's what we had tonight for supper, Bernice. We had grilled cheese and clam chowder.
Did you say clam chowder?
Yep.
I like clam chowder, but
Yep.
the is it the New England? I do not like Manhattan style clam chowder. I don't like the red clam chowder. I like the white clam chowder.
Yeah, that's what we had was the white. Mona loves mushrooms and black olives.
Jen, you don't use a long
Hi,
arm. Well,
Zaza.
I don't have a long arm. Hi, Zaza. Deb has been up since midnight, and she's just,
I'm just, oh. That night was so in half square triangles today. Oh, my goodness. That's one repetition I don't like to do.
So, Jan, I have a question for you because you said you like to machine quilt. Yeah, Jan, I'm exactly the same way on both. But I have a question because I actually quilted the tree and it's actually hidden. And I did not like what I had in my mind did not transfer into the design, so I've been picking it out. Do you pick yours out if you do not like something? Most of the times I can live with it, but this one I couldn't live with. I did not like it, and so I've been picking since when is it? Yesterday, didn't I start
Yeah.
picking about noontime? And
Yeah.
I picked for hours, and I'm still not done. Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Hi, Nancy. Zaza says cheese and mushroom pizza. Mmm.
Yeah. And I'm using this glide thread, which I've used before. Um, for free motion quilting, but it seems to be shredding a lot.
I think I'd be changing thread. You'd be so proud of me, Lisa. Yesterday, after I left you, I cleaned out my bobbin area. I put in a new needle. I took out my thread. I rethreaded everything. My tension works now.
Very good.
Remember,
So
I told you that it was something was wrong.
Yeah. Well, Mona was. What day was Mona cleaning out her machine, and it was a little dirty. And then we got into a discussion, and I heard you on Mona saying that your brother, you don't have to oil your brother.
That's what I was told.
Yeah, and so I won't pick if I'm not happy with something as it would just yes. So it really bugged me, and my husband said it was fine, but I wasn't happy with it. So I've been unpicking, and it takes a long time to unpick when you free motion quilt. Um, it takes a while to unpick that thing.
What do you set your stitch length at?
It's 0 because I dropped my feed dogs.
Oh, the stitch length. Okay.
Yeah, so the stitch length is going to be as fast as your hands go. If you go too fast and you push it too forward, your stitch length will get too big.
Well, just ask Mona. I don't stitch fast.
You would stitch faster when you free motion. Well, you stitched a little faster when you free motion quote your name.
Yeah, I did. Well, I started with my triangles before everyone else today. Mona was still working on the
Uh
blocking,
huh.
and, and I'm behind now because I stitch so slow and I pin everything and
But where's it going? It's not going anywhere. I mean, it's going to get done when you're ready for it to be done, and it will be fine. Now, after I get this quilted, because it's going to tie up my sewing machine for since I have the free motion quilt. I'm going to
see,
hop on. I'm going to hop on and do those charity quilts for Liana.
Nancy says, that's right, no oil on my brother.
Hmm.
And Zaza says, my Janome doesn't need oiled either.
Yeah, mine doesn't either. I told you before that the only time you have to put a drop of oil is if the wick turns white. But now you do have to go and get it serviced once a year so that they can oil the innards.
Well, I still have to trim all of these. A zillion of these things. I still have to trim them and iron them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be ready for next week.
There was a lot of pieces in that.
Oh my Lord, I didn't think there was that many. But we made the triangles 8 at a time. So that
Nan-
wasn't so bad.
Nancy says now her Juki needs oiled. Our sewing machine. Yeah, treat the sewing machines right.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're fine.
So I found a bunch of needles that I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know I had. I found feet for my machine I didn't know I had. I finally found the little thingy to unscrew my plate. I found that last night.
Well, I have 6 machines. I have 6 machines. I know where the the pedal is to, well, the treadle doesn't have a pedal, but I'm missing one for my icky machine, the one that's just there.
Andrea is
Yeah,
here.
I don't think I would like a Bernina either. I wouldn't want to have to iron it I mean, oil it all the time.
Sheila has a Bernina. She loves it.
Huh?
Sheila, that used to go on read us all the time, Sheila Gage. She has a Bernina.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the sewing machine. And Andrea, I want to do a little video of the picture she sent me so I can share it with everybody because it's really, really pretty. And yeah, so I'm trying to read the chat, and when the sewing machine goes, I don't know if it's really loud. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's loud in my ears.
We can hear it.
It's loud in my ears. But anyway, I am not really sure how I'm going to do all the white space. I know I wasn't happy with the tree, the way I chose to do the tree. Um, because there's a lot of white space to it. And I don't know. I don't want to do leaves or anything in the sky. And I've been practicing how to do a squirrel for my trees.
Oh, Mona's gone deaf.
All my
She said
blocks
she
are
can't
done
hear
and
the machine.
quilted. Who's playing tonight? Is there a game on tonight, Deb?
Yeah, Buffalo Bills and I don't remember who the other team is.
I don't watch. My husband's in there watching so that Sylvester Stallone baseball.
Baseball's on
Baseball.
too. The
Oh, I don't
uh,
watch baseball
the New
either.
York Jets are playing.
Okay. And my husband's in there and he's watching Tulsa King with
Oh yeah,
Sylvester Stallone. I don't
yeah.
watch it. You're watching NCIS. There is a new
There's a new
series that
spinoff coming.
of NCIS.
NCIS Origin.
Yes, that's the one that I saw. I
Uh
didn't
huh.
watch. I saw the preview for it, but there is a show on. I think it's Paramount, and it's called Tracker.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah, and I watched the new season today. So while I was with my husband after I cooked dinner, I watched the new thing. I love Elsbeth. I just love Elsbeth. She is so quirky and so smart. So smart. I
I
my
watched all of NCIS Hawaii.
my
You
husband
know, it
likes
got
them.
canceled.
My husband likes them.
Well, Hawaii got canceled.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a movie that I watched was I like Marvel and watched the Deadpool. I watched Deadpool and Marvel. I Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh my gosh, I've never heard so much cursing. I felt like we were back in the military. There was so much cursing. That was such a bad movie. Hi Joyce, how are you? Um yeah,
Joyce!
I love Elsbeth. That is the cutest show. The cutest show. And you ever notice that she has quilted bags and stuff? She wears quilted things along with her crocheted things. But it's cute. But I love Elsbeth. Yeah, I'm waiting for when is the new season for that start? Elsbeth is on Amazon. Is Elspeth on Amazon? It starts Thursday. Hmm. And then, of course, I told you about Frasier. You know, Frasier's on, so I like Frasier. And there's another show I watched that I like, but oh, it's the Great Baking Show. I like the Great Baking Show. Is Paramount part of CBS? Is that why I get it?
Paramount's part of NBC.
Well, I don't know why I get Elsbeth then. because I don't think I have any CBS stuff that's added on. But I guess I should talk about this build a quilt. I know I did the short, and I did add my borders, and I was so excited because, well, you can't really tell, but Zaza, I actually mitered my borders. I
Oh,
made miter
Rita's on
borders.
too.
Huh?
Rita's on too.
Um, so that's good, you know. Melanie, that's what Mona was saying, was that she was sick. What is it called in the UK, Zaza? It's called the Great British Bake Off or something like that here. Yeah, Mona was saying that she was sick, or not. Mona was sick. That Lynn was sick. Are you, Mona? Are you talking about? Are you talking about Lynn's
Lynn.
live froze? I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So,
Mona was over there and then it froze, so she left.
but I don't know what's going on with the computers, because it's a lot of people that they're just freezing for a few seconds, almost like there's a filter somewhere.
I call it the hiccups.
I really don't know what's wrong with this thread.
Bernice wonders if the storms had anything to do with it.
I don't know. Hey, did you all see Elon Musk's space at the rocket that landed itself, where the arms caught the rocket? Did anybody see that? I thought it was really neat. I call it YouTube spying on. I would not be surprised, but everybody spies on us anymore. If you own a computer or a phone, it is spying on you. If you purchased anything on your phone, it's spying on you.
No, I don't pay any attention to Elon Musk.
Huh?
I don't pay no attention to Elon.
His space program is really neat. And I think he was supposed to be going to Jupiter. I think he was supposed to be sending his rockets to Jupiter, and then there were two space astronauts that were stuck up in space, and he's supposed to be he sent his crafts to go save them. I just think technology sometimes, it's like the Jetsons coming to life. Mona, I froze for a second. I don't know what it is, unless it's my grandson playing his games.
Joe says he should go to Jupiter, all right.
Oh, now I think a lot of the smart people, those scientific brains, are just a little quirky and stuff. But the tech that he creates and the science behind that tech and that group of people that he has that builds behind the scenes, all the scientists and stuff, I think that's really interesting to me. And he has a lot of babies.
Elon does?
He got a lot of baby mamas.
Well, probably not as many as Nick Cannon.
Oh, I don't know about that, but Elon has a lot of children. And yes, the Google and Facebook, they do, and something, and I've mentioned it before, but something is going on with Microsoft because my VPN will continue, it will turn on by itself, even though have my VPN turned off. Enjoying the company while cutting and trimming. So this is another plug, and I know it can be boring for people who are coming to look for blocks or whatever. But when we get together and we're on Discord, and so this is pretty much what we do. We sit down, except Deb is sewing too, or cutting, or doing whatever. We just sit around and we talk, and it's um, offline, so we don't have to worry about offending anybody because, you know, you all know that we all love you. So, and if something offends it, Deb will just say, "Well, that's not right." That's not.
Yeah, I'm very blunt. I just speak what's on my mind.
And so we actually need to plan a Discord day. We all need to just think of a day and just all get in Mona's Discord room and just bring whatever you're sewing and have like a little sew and chat time where it's offline and you can speak your mind, and no bra required, nothing,
Yeah, no
we do want
bras.
some, we do want some type of clothing, you have to
Gotta
be
have a top
probably,
on.
because I don't want to see all that, but um yes, I was looking at Nancy, I was looking at trucks, and all of a sudden I have ads for, do you need a loan? How about financing a truck today? And then a whole bunch of vehicles that are on sale. And I'm thinking, no puppies on display. Oh, Melanie, you've made two. I can't start
She's made
mine
two of
until
them
after I'm
already.
done with this.
Leanna was talking this morning that she needs batting and backing. She's running low on those two.
She probably gets batting by the road, doesn't she?
Yeah, she goes to
Because
Joanne's and gets it.
she has that long arm.
Yeah.
Got to keep the girls put away. Yeah. But we actually need to just plan a sew day, like a Saturday or something, where we can just all go on Discord and it's just drop in, drop out, and just sew, cut fabric.
Hi, Candace. Hi, Tessa.
I'm thinking I could probably do the, hi Tessa, hi Candace. I could probably do batting and then forego doing the quilts, and that would be my contribution to her. Because if people are going to send her tops, the batting would probably help her out more.
Yeah, she said she was talking about gift cards for Joanne's so that she could buy it.
And it was Lori. Is it Lori that's quilting in the country?
Yep, yep. Hi,
Okay, hi
Lori.
Lori. Um, was she? Doesn't she have her address or something on her
Leanna? Yeah,
page?
yeah.
No, Mona, I meant just a so day where we all plan to be on there on on your channel on Discord and just all hang out on top of the thing, just so we just plan a day to all hang out, kind of like girls that actually have friends and live near each other that other quilters do.
But she was saying
Yeah,
she
yeah.
needs backing too, so.
Why if I'll ask her. I have her email. Well, I may have her address. I don't know, but I could
Pastry
probably
Queen
just
13 at Gmail.
I could probably just
I have it in my brain.
yeah, I could probably just order some and send it to her house. Have it
Yeah,
delivered to her house. I think that's what I might do.
I think she's got a P.O. box on her site.
I'll
Let me
ask her. I'll
look.
ask her. I'll ask her what the best way is. Fridays too, but sometimes grumpy from no sleep. Mona never gets grumpy. You know if Mona's tired or she just woke up because where Deb is blunt, Mona is I'm gonna say short. Mona is short, and then I'm just a chatterbox. The more I get tired, the more. Lisa, I was thinking about what you could quilt on all the white spaces. What about free motion kites? Oh, that's cute. That's a good idea. Now, I'm not going to do too much color on the background, but that would be cute because I must write it down. I will forget. That is a cute
Yeah, it's
idea
a
because I,
post office box that she has.
okay. I like that. Free motion crop kites. I have many colors. I was trying to figure out how I could incorporate a few other different colors, and that's a good idea. Yeah, I might do that, and then I won't feel so pushed to do the quilts because people like Melanie and stuff, where they can make the tops. I just want to support her. Yeah, I think kites is a good idea. I love that.
On Leanna's channel in the About, that's where her address is, and her email's in there too. Hi, Chloe. I was looking down. I didn't see you come in.
Oh, I can tell you, I tried to make a squirrel. I was drawing out a squirrel, and it looked like roadkill.
Well, when Mona is tired, that's when she makes
Hi,
really big
Rob.
mistakes.
Hmm.
When Mona's tired, she makes really big mistakes.
Yeah, I normally don't sew at night because that's when I make mistakes. Well, I make mistakes all the time. It's just I tend to make a little bit more mistakes at night. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Bob. Jamie, Jamie, Jamie. Ah, Jamie. I had to back up so I could see who all I missed. Hi, Katie. I love watching Jamie on her videos. She's so
Mm-hmm.
precise and so she just goes right through it. And she always has
Hi,
a pretty quilt to look at.
hi, Chloe and Katie, and anybody I missed.
I have
Yeah.
spin. I have spin over my shoulder. Oh, back there. Oh,
There, there is another channel that I watched, and she gives out free patterns too, or she tells you the thing. But she was making some aprons, and she was making that little crossbody apron that I like, the cross in the back aprons. Yes, Rob. And how are you faring where you are at? Are we getting everything situated and is back to normal? Are your boys doing okay?
that's all right, Jamie. I'm patient. I can wait.
Uh,
Oh, she sprained her ankle. Hasn't been able to get up the steps till today.
I don't know if
Lesson
it
learned.
was Melanie. I don't know if it was lessons learned. It may be she's a tiny tiny little girl. You know, oftentimes I'm just flipping the TV if there's nobody. If I just want something on the background and I don't want to really watch it. But she was, I had flipped on her, saw it, and I could not watch it. So I have to go back because I put her on my playlist. I know, Rob, that was two evacuations. It was almost like a turnaround for you because you evacuated the first time and then you had the second evacuation. And then I saw that there was a disturbance right. um they said that they didn't think it was gonna anything was gonna come about with it, but they said that about Milton too. At first they said Milton wasn't gonna do much of anything. Bye, Bernice. Tell your husband
Take
hi.
care.
But yeah, we oh, Melanie, if I remember, I'll let you know the next time I talk to you. I am hoping I'm going to work on this a little bit every morning, and I'm hoping that by next by next week Friday, I at least have, or next week Monday, I at least have half of it done because the free motion quilting takes the longest part, especially if you're making small. And now I'm going to have to look up some kites. I wonder if I could put a dragon kite in there. Put a dragon kite and just have it looping all over the place. It would
There
cover
you
my
go.
parts. But yes, and it's still a mess in Augusta in some places, in Georgia, everywhere. It's just a mess. I don't think that. we need rain actually because it's really dry in some portions of the US, but you really don't want rain for those people who were just inundated with rain. You need time to for them to clean out. So I think my grandson is getting louder and louder.
Could be. He's a typical boy.
He gets so excited when he gets so excited. Look, I didn't pull my throat up. Are y'all making any quilts or anything for Thanksgiving or Christmas or wall hangings or anything special for gifts? Have you started your holiday quilting? I do, Jan. And I have a camera that will do a close up. Hi, Joy T. I have a camera that will do a close up, but I'm running so much tech right now with my grandson playing, and I don't know what it is, but he has to be on his phone texting his friends that he's playing with, even though he's talking to them. And then my husband is in the other room watching the TV, and I was really afraid that it would just pull too much. Oh, they canceled your appointment, Rob? I am so sorry. Maybe they're just trying not to total everything. How big is your rig anyway? I don't think I know how big your rig is.
Well, they still haven't fixed my roof from when my tree fell on it.
What? That's been 6 months.
No. that
It's been
was
a
it's
it's
been
been a
that was
while.
August.
Was it just August? Oh, it's 28 feet. Okay. Yeah, and Jim, I don't really plan on doing a lot of free motion quilting on it's one of those things, right, where I don't I'm not always comfortable showing what I'm doing because I always think that it's just totally boring, first of all.
No, and there's no quilt police allowed.
Yeah. But this is my favorite part of quilting, believe it or not, is the actual quilting.
It's
And
your
I
favorite
don't,
part.
huh?
It's your favorite part.
This is my favorite part of quilting. I like
My
making
favorite
the
part is piecing.
real. I like making the blocks. I like everything about quilting. I enjoy putting it together, but this is the most relaxing part for me. Is just sitting here and it's just concentrating on what I'm sewing. And I think that's why I've not been, I keep saying I want a long arm, but I think I would just rather have a bigger machine, something a little bit bigger so I can continue to free motion quilt.
Jamie's selling her long arm, or did you get it sold?
Is she getting a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have room for a long arm.
Hers is a smaller one. Is it
Hmm.
8 foot? Is it 8 foot, Jamie? It's. She says it's still for sale.
There's several long arms for sale on Facebook or here, and somebody wanted $25,000 for an 8 foot
Yeah,
one.
I was right. It's an 8 footer. Dang, some things just really stick in my brain. Ah,
Well, what kind of long arm does Liana have?
she is a big one.
Huh?
She is a huge one.
Yeah.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Jody.
Bye. I'm getting ready to go anyway. I'm gonna be wrapping it up soon.
Who's leaving?
But Jen, I will probably do like little shorts of the free motion quilting. Set it up because then it doesn't. I can bring my this camera down. It doesn't matter who's in it or who's on other tech. But I really have a lot of stuff running in the background, and I don't want it to just freeze and get stuck and everything.
There you go. Leanna has a Unique 16 Pro.
Hmm.
Leanna has a
You don't.
Unique 16 Pro.
Oh, okay.
I just know her frame is huge because she can load up that thing with quilts.
Did you see Jamie said that she'd deliver? Judy has a 21 Pro with a 12-foot frame. And Jenna said it's an art, Lisa. And I I think I agree because the whole quilting process for me is just being able to do something that's creative. And I think that's why I like the free motion. When I learned how to free motion quilt the first time, I was like you, Deb, where I can see my name. I can see my name. It's, it is so exciting. And the idea that you can do almost anything you want, you can make it as fluffy as you want, you can make it as flat as you want, and you can use all the colors in the road on it, and it's just something. It's very peaceful to me to just
Oh
come in
my
front of the
God, I
machine and
cannot type.
just make shapes, huh?
I cannot type.
Mona, you can. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this free motion quilt thing. I'm just sorry I don't have a Juki because I would be able to help you a little bit more. And I'm not really good at it. It's the more I do it, the more comfortable I am, the better I get. And I like a micro quilting more than I do the macro quilting for the quilts, the big meanders and flowers and stuff, but I really like to do the just the micro quilting. Now, Melanie, that's the one that you have like right where your door is, right? You unless you moved it. But that's the mid arm that you showed us that was off to your by your door. And that didn't look that big. I think I could handle mid arm. I seem to micro quilt. My brain likes tiny. Yes, there is something, Lori, about micro quilting. It is just, and I have to stop myself when I'm working on big quilts because, if you micro quilt, then it's not a comfortable quilt to lay under and get cozy under. So, Rowena, Yeah, Mona, and we've talked about this because the I don't want to have to baste my quilt and then put it on a frame to quilt it. I may as well do this. If I have to baste it, I may as well just do this. If I'm going to ever get a long arm, it's going to be big enough to handle at least a queen size quilt. Yeah, Lori, it's really stiff, and I tend to use the micro quilting for if I am doing a wall hanging or something that's going to lay flat and not over a body. And like this was supposed to be a table topper, but it's actually going to turn into a wall hanging. So stiff is fine, and but the more thread, and you know this, the more thread you put on it, the heavier that quilt gets. So, but I love it, and other than that, because if I am not free motion quilting and I'm just making a top, it's like I want to zip through them. I just want, you know how I am, just get through the quilt so I can
Yeah.
get to the quilting part. Just sew the top so I can get to the quilting part.
When she told me to do my name, I'm like, I can't do my name that big. Well, I ended up, my name was like, let me find there, and now you can see my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
My name ended up being this big. So
It,
I did make it pretty big.
mhm. and and you can, and I just tell everybody, and it saves me money. It might take some time, but I don't want to send my quilt out to a long armor. I want to start and finish my quilts.
I want a stitch regulator too.
Mm.
Can you add one of those to your regular machine that you got on the cutie?
I don't know anything about long arms,
Nope, I don't either.
but there's people in here who do.
Zaza says she can't free motion quilt and she has a stitch regulator. She prefers the straight line quilting.
Yeah, I think it is whatever makes you happy. A lot of people like stitch in the ditch. So, and Judy said yes, you can, and I'm assuming that's about the stitch regulator. And I just like texture in the quilt. So when I'm doing the wall hanging, so I like that little micro quilting. The one thing I do not like, the one thing I do not like to free motion quilt, and I'm not a big fan of it as a pattern either, is the pebbles. I'm not a big fan of pebbles. Yes, Janet, practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the more you get it in. You can't stitch in the ditch on EPP as the seams are open. Wazaza. I don't do it
I
with
don't like stitch in the ditch either.
I don't press my seams open for the most part unless that block is really really tiny. I don't. Lori has an 18 Bailey or 18-inch Bailey with a 12-foot frame. It was the most affordable. I don't think I've heard of that one. I really just don't have the room for it. And my husband would not appreciate me kicking him out. Now, because I do not enter any of my quilts, regardless of what I'm making, I'm not too worried if I don't um, I don't hide my threads. I just tie it and cut it off, but I don't hide my threads. Yeah, I don't. Lisa, it's smaller than a truck. it almost costs as much as a truck though. Some of those long arms are expensive.
You have a garage?
Huh?
No garage?
I converted I have a carport, and my carport I converted to a screen porch. I should have enclosed it. That's what I should have done. But
You do
no,
have
I
a
don't.
small house because you don't have a garage, you don't have a basement, you don't have an attic.
Yeah, it's small. My house is a small ranch, and my house is from the 1960s, and you'll find that most of the homes around here, they did not have garages. They don't have garage. It was just the really big homes, the real big plantation style homes, the huge plantation style homes. Those homes have garages, but most of the homes in our area, they have carports. But we don't have blizzards and stuff here too, where we need to keep, you just need a protective covering from the dirt and stuff, but we don't have freezing weather here. So anyway, I appreciate y'all coming. I will try to do a video of just me not talking and the just showing the free motion quilt. I do actually have some videos, shorts where I free motion quilt, but this is what I'm working on until it's done. It's done. That should be by the end of the month. That's my goal. I'm in Georgia. So I live in Georgia. I live in Southwest Georgia. If it gets cold sometimes, but it's not a you know, long period of time. I don't have to drive over snow. I don't have to shovel snow, but I have a small house. I have a very small house.
Tomorrow morning is supposed to be 31 degrees here.
When?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's a little too cool, seeing that it was 100 just 2 weeks ago.
It was funny. Earlier this afternoon, the neighbor had come home from work and he's
Hmm.
all bundled up. It's 50 some degrees out. He's all bundled up. My husband's out there in a t-shirt and shorts.
Judy, where do you live again? You must live in Northwest Georgia if you have a basement and garage. I don't think we could do a basement here. I don't know if there's any homes in a basement where I live. Now, there's homes with attics and garages in the newer subdivisions, but I live, like I said, in an older subdivision, and I guess the people at the time, they just didn't need garages. And I keep asking, west of Atlanta. Yeah, I keep asking my husband if he wants to move, and he doesn't. He says he doesn't want another mortgage, that he does not want a mortgage. So this is where I'm at. I would like a garage because then I would turn it into a sewing room. It wouldn't be a garage. Um, so yeah, when I say I have a small house, I'm not. We bought the house many, many years ago, and we weren't making very much money at the time, so it was what we could afford at the time and have it paid off. My husband, so Jamie, we looked at it, we've talked about it, and my husband prefers for me to be somewhere around him and not in the she shed because he actually has a big old shed that we bought him, and he's talked about converting it. He'd rather have me in the house. Oh, look at y'all getting cold, and I think we're supposed to get to 60, and we'll be wearing sweats. Oh, Judy, I'm sorry. Make him finish it now.
Yeah. Say now he's got the time to do it.
Yeah, make him finish it now. We've talked about adding on and Adirondacks. Mm. We've talked about adding on to the house, and there's a lot of things that just you take into consideration. Like I don't want to invest a lot of money where I'm living at now.
Mona says, move your bedroom to the shed.
We could do that. We could do that. I've asked my husband if he wanted to get an RV and park the RV out there, and I could convert the RV into a sewing place. And there's room for him to set up a TV, and he could still be out there with me, but the RV would be mine. And then every now and then we could take the RV on the road, and I would have all my sewing stuff. But yeah. I've taken over almost the whole upstairs. I don't even have an upstairs. But we know you have that pretty loft, kind of like Lori Holt has that pretty second floor with the loft area that she has her little snow sewing place tucked away in. She's in the Finger Lakes, south of Rochester. Okay. Well, I live where it's hot. Just where it's hot. Not as hot as where Rob is, but I live where it's hot. Um, so I'm reading all this conversation that's going on. It's just amazing how sewing just brings everybody together from all over the place.
I have stuff in every part of my upstairs
Hmm.
except my bedroom. No, I take that back. Um I have some batting and my white fabric in the bedroom in the chest of drawers. So I have it in every room but the bathroom.
Well, we were at a sale. We went to an estate sale, and it was a sizable house, and it's not far from where I lived, and the house is going to be going up for sale. And I asked my husband, I said, this is such a nice big house that we could split it and the kids could have one end, and then he and I could have one end. And I mean, it was a six-bedroom house, and it was split. So I said we could have one half of the house, they could have the other half of the house. I could have two rooms, the big room, the two biggest rooms, because one had this beautiful walk-in closet. I said that I could make into my office, and then everything else would be my sewing space. And he said no. So what you gonna do?
Oh, my husband doesn't complain anymore. He
My husband,
complains if it starts to fill out the couch. But nobody
I
sits
have
on the couch, so
I have never been to Paula Dean's restaurant. Her restaurant is probably I think it's about 4 hours from where I live, because she is on Savannah, and Savannah is on the opposite side of the South that I live on. So she's about 4 hours away from me. I am closer to Alabama and Florida. Get a more amenable husband.
my husband don't care because this keeps me out of his hair. All this sewing stuff.
Well, my husband kind of misses me. I've only been quilting 3 years, started quilting, and when I started quilting, I was in the corner of the living room. I just had a little table, was in the corner of the living room. And so when he is watching TV, I was sitting there quilting, and then I started buying fabric, and I needed a place to hide the fabric. So
Mona, it's
with Gibbs Young, what is this new show with Gibbs Young? Judy, I am 2 hours away from Valdosta. Valdosta is actually closer to where my daughter lives. So I am about 2 hours away from. Okay, so I live about 30 minutes. Bill Clinton came to the city Albany yesterday, I think it was. He came to visit Albany, and that is about 30 minutes away from where I live. And then so I'm closer to, like I said, Alabama. It doesn't take me very long to get to Alabama. Okay, I couldn't figure out what was going on.
well,
Oh,
originally
it's
Mark Harmon's son was going to play him in that new show, but then I saw the other day where he wasn't going to be playing it. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was busy with something else when it finally started shooting or not.
But anyway, ladies and Rob, I think I am, and anybody who's watching now or in the future, I think we're going to call it a night. Wait, Melanie, Melanie said that's near me. I'm about 1.5 and 1.5 hours away from Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, I'm closer to Alabama. Yeah, I'm just closer to that area. The I'm not in the pretty part of the country. I'm not in the but my husband's from here. My husband is actually from Albany, that town that Bill Clinton came and visited, which is why we're in Georgia, because he is originally from here. And we kind of came here with the intentions of leaving one day, and we never left. I think that's one of the reasons why we bought a small house, because we thought we would be leaving one day, and the smaller house is just a lot easier to sell and pack up the stuff, and we just never left. We've been here going close to 30 years, and so I don't think we're going to be leaving.
I'm Iowa born and bred.
And well, I won't be going home to Hawaii, so but I've thought about moving back up to Pennsylvania because I love Pennsylvania. Um, there were a couple of other places that we thought about moving back to, and the time was never right, and now we're just old. So now we're just old.
When I was in when I was in school, they used to ask me, "Are you from the South?" And I looked at him and I said, "What do you mean?" "Well, you talk like you're from the South." And I said, "I'm from Southern Iowa." Ah,
Andrew, that's fine. I lurk all the time. I'm a consummate lurker. You don't know I'm there, so don't talk about me. Well, you can talk about me, but I'll be listening when you talk about me. I would miss my grandkids, but my daughter is ready to move. And I think if I could find something that would be suitable for all of us, I would definitely move. Yeah, Joe, if I moved to PA, I lived in outside of Harrisburg when I lived in Pennsylvania, and I loved it. I used to go to Lancaster all the time.
You take care, Rob.
Yes, I do. But good night, Rob. Joy T, I do have an accent, and it's not Southern. It's a mix of things. And I only know some Hawaiian words, but I do have an accent. It's just a mix. I think I picked up things. Some days I sound more Southern than other times. And I think that's when I'm just whatever. Sometimes I'm just more Southern. And other times, if I've done a lot of professional calls, um, Harrisburg, 1 hour away, we still have family in Harrisburg. Yeah. I thought we were going to make our home in Pennsylvania. And my husband's mother got sick. We moved back here to help with his mom. And after she passed away, we just never left. So we should have left. We should have left. Because I ain't got one quilt store next to me.
I have Joann's. I have a Hobby Lobby. I have a Michael's.
Our Joanne's closed.
The quilt shop that was across the river in Rock Island, Illinois, she closed the store. She still sells stuff online, but she closed the store. There is a quilt shop in LeClaire, not far from American Pickers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's
No, we don't.
just down the hill from them.
Now there are quilt shops that are 2 hours away from me, and then if you go closer to Atlanta, there's quilt shops. And if I head down towards Florida, there's quilt shops. It's a dead zone where I'm at. There, I don't think there's any quilters here. Oh no, no, I don't want to open a quilt shop. Mm. I know how y'all are. Y'all, I know how I am when I'm shopping for fabric. I don't want to deal with 100 of me. It's like, aren't you? It's like, aren't you guys gonna leave now? I need to close the store. I need to close the store. Stop touching the
Me, I'd
fabrics.
be the one that goes running in and say, "I'll just be a minute. I know exactly what I want," and then I get distracted.
Well, that and you're the one that needs a certain shade of white, and you've bought your little 2-inch square trying to match it that certain shade of white.
Yep.
I know. I wish I had a quilt shop somewhere. Quilt shop sleepover. Yeah. But anyway, before I go, y'all need to just think of a day that a Saturday or Sunday that we all can hang out on Mona's Discord. I'd say mine, but Mona's is more convenient and a lot of y'all are members over there anyway. And we could just all have a quilt
Yeah.
day and then you all can talk and Deb and I can listen. We can
Yeah.
get the juicy gossip.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah, get on
anyway,
to Mona's Discord, and then whenever we're around, we just type in at everyone. I'll be in sewing room 1 or whatever.
mm-hmm. But yeah, we
Because
need to
Mona
plan
and I both have been known to just go in there, have the camera on us, and we'll be the only ones in there.
mm-hmm. Your local shop is smart. They don't have any chairs where you can sit. And oh, my husband would not like that. He needs to sit and ponder.
Yeah.
um,
It's
Discord
sort of
is,
like it.
yeah, it is. The only difference is that Zoom, you have to wait for somebody to invite you or open up a room or whatever. Discord, you join and the rooms are
Mona
open
has it
all the
set up.
time.
It's 24/7.
Yeah, the rooms are open all the time. You can share pictures if you want to share pictures. If you need advice about something, you can post something and people would just give you, their advice about something.
Yep.
It's
Zoom you can connect to YouTube too, but Discord you can't connect. So you when you go into Discord, there's no chance of you being on a live.
no, Joy T, you don't have to pay for it. Just email. I don't know where Mona has her link. If it
Nope.
is on
It's on her
her
Facebook
about
group.
on her about me page on YouTube.
It's on her Facebook page.
But it's free. All you have to do is download the app, and you don't really even have to download the app. You can go straight to the web thing, just type Discord and log in that way. You don't have to download the app. It will just connect you. Yeah, go to Mona's if you're follow Mona on Facebook, go to her Facebook page and she has the
She has it in
Discord
there. She just put it
information.
on there again the other day.
And I believe if you go to Mona's profile picture on YouTube, it has her Discord channel as well. Joyce, so the only people that are going to see you are the people that are in the room. So it's not like this where it goes out to everybody and you're seen on TV. It is just, it would be like you're just hanging out with us. Nobody else sees you. And oftentimes I will get on there if I'm working and just have my audio. I'll just talk to them while I'm working just for the company. So you have the ability to do it just by audio if you're not comfortable seeing your face. I think Mona does require the first time you log on that she needs to see your face just to verify who you are, to make sure you're not some person just trying to get into the thing. But you don't have to pay for it. It's totally free. Yeah, only if you have your camera on, that's the only time they see you. So you can do it by phone. And there's once you create an account, you have options to reach out to somebody else. If you just want to have a private chat with somebody else, you can have a private chat with somebody else that's not in Mona's room. Sean, the guy who sews, also has a Discord channel, and he has a lot of things. He has a quilt guild on his.
I don't see the Discord on Mona's YouTube
It's
about
not on.
page.
Well, Mona
Uh-uh.
probably went. Mona probably went to bed then, or fell asleep, or is doing something. But it is on the Facebook, or
Yeah, it
just
is on
reach
the
out.
Facebook because she just
If not, just email her at monadidwhat@gmail.com, and she'll send it
yep,
to you.
yep.
And you'll enjoy it. And we can plan on getting just having a sew day. It would be kind of like when Donna does her squirrels and stuff, but it's not paid for. You don't have to be a member.
Joey, you don't have to wait for that. We accept Phyllis Diller.
Yeah. Um,
We accept pajamas. It's
I
a no
think
bra day.
Mona opened up her Discord for subscribers. Oh, there's Mona. I think is Maxon? Okay.
There, she posted it. Mona posted it.
Oh, what, were you stuck outside all day? Were you stuck outside all day? You gonna go to bed now? Close the door on your way out. Yeah, but yeah, I think where's Mona? So I don't think Mona's is open to subscribers. The only thing is that if you cause trouble, I mean,
She'll boot you out.
yeah, if you cause trouble, if you harass anybody, if um and it's like anything else, it's a safe space. There's no quilting police. It is just if you're learning to sew, we will help you out the best we can, although none of us are professionals, so we kind of laugh and joke because we'll make a mistake. So it's a really good comfortable place to learn to sew.
Judy, I was in my pajamas too. Did you even notice? Oh,
Yeah, we were I'm in pajamas all the time. So your hair doesn't need to be done, no makeup
no,
required. We're not going to judge you on your looks. You can look
nope.
like you just rolled out of bed.
You
It
can
is
even come
truly
on with curlers in your hair, anything. It don't
it
bother
is
us.
yep, it's truly just the girls sewing. Um and
Unless Mike
it's
or Rob come in, but I haven't seen them on Discord, so
who?
Rob and Mike.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them on Discord. But now Mike Mike really does look like Phyllis Diller sometimes with the old Phyllis Diller with her hair all.
Yeah.
I've seen him like that.
There are a lot of quilt police out there and it's a shame. That's all
Yes.
I can say. It's a shame. Um Jamie. I mean, some people their quilts will never, and I include myself in that, in this group. Some people's quilts will never be show quality, but it's doesn't mean it wasn't made with any less heart, with any less effort. I mean, doing the very best that you could do, and it just gets you get better as you do it. Thank you, but I have bad roots.
Oh, I've got gray on the sides here. See it? I don't have a whole lot of gray in this part of my hair. It's all around my face.
I just don't.
That's why I always pull my hair forward.
Yeah, it's
I don't
it's
like my hair in my face, but I pull it forward right here so you can't see that very well.
mhm. It's not recorded. None of it is
Nope,
recorded.
nope,
It is it is almost like you're FaceTiming your friend. If
yep,
you're FaceTiming
yep.
your friend, that's what it is. It's just pretty much FaceTiming your friend, except you're FaceTiming a whole group of people at the same time. And it's a lot of fun.
And you
And
look just fine there, Miss Judy.
yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'll put first time you come in there, I'll put my hair up in like ponytails or something. Most of the times when I go in there, my hair is up and I look totally different when my hair is up. But I'll have my
Okay,
hair
which
up
one
out
of
of
you
the
is Quilty Girl 81?
huh?
Quilty Girl 81 just appeared on Discord. Which one of you is it?
Probably Joy Tea. Yeah, you don't need anything special, just your laptop. And I think there's people who get on their phone and they just join with their phone. Chloe said it's her.
Oh, it's Chloe. Hi, Chloe.
But anyway, ladies, I am fixing to leave. My husband has gone to bed. My dog has gone to bed. I have to check on the grandson and make sure he is okay. And then I need to go to bed. Deb doesn't need to go to bed because she goes to bed and turns around and wakes up an hour later.
Yeah, I turn right around and get back up.
But I will
Okay,
see.
Miss Chloe, I clicked to add you as a friend.
But I will see you all later. See
And Miss
you.
Melanie, I clicked to add you as a friend.
And we'll plan a sew day. We'll get and make sure Mom is there too. so that way she can hang out with us. We'll try, but we'll get it done. So, good night. Thank you all for hanging out and watching the little bit of sewing that I did, and I'm just kind of working on. There's not much to see when you're quilting, but I will talk to you all later. Y'all have a blessed evening. Bye, sis.
Bye.
Good
I
night,
do the queen
everybody.
wave
Bye.
and the granny wave.